Hey everybody, Frank the Taper here. I'm going to show you now the patch after it dried up, after I put the metal patch on there. This is what it looks like, okay? There you go. See that? It's all nice and dry. The metal, it's hard as a rock. So now we're going to put the second coat on and cover up all this tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from that end because I always work that way. I always work from left to right. I'm right-handed, and I'm much tighter and neater going from left and going like this, from left to right, and actually going right to left. I can do it. I mean, I can do anything, but I'm just saying, I feel like it's more easy and fluid for me, especially when I do a taping a room. I always start in the right corner and I move to the left. That's just what works for me. Other people can start anywhere they want, but for me, that's what I like better. So I'm gonna go on the end here to the seam, and I'm gonna start there, and I wanna end up at the patch. So I'm gonna put the phone down, get some mud, and start. Of course, I have my 10-inch knife here, staple, 6, and the famous hawk. Get some mud. All mudded up, and here we go. Now the base is gonna get covered 4 inches up, so you don't have to be as careful with that. But I like to do everything complete, so I'm just gonna feather the top like that, and I'll give a little light feather to the bottom. Pull it tight. Pull it tight again, and pull it one last time. There you go. And after that, I'll sand it after this coat, and then we'll go do it, and then we'll be able to prime it and paint it. Occasionally, you'll get some dry compound in the mud. You just take that off, put a little bit more on, put a little bit down here. Feather bottom, pull. See, always going from left to right. And I sweep it off to the top, just like that. Looks easy. Now, in case you're doing a tight area, like the floor, like over here by the patch, and let's say, oh, it's a tight area, I can't use my big knife or whatever, you can always mud up with the 6 and wipe with the 10, like this. You can always go right to the edge, and you can always put the mud on with a 6 if you have better control. Some people have a hard time controlling the mud. with the broad knife on like all small areas, such as, you know, around an outlet, which normally I take the outlet covers off, but I'm lazy and I can go around it. So you just mud it up. You get plenty of mud on there. Don't be cheap with the mud. Lay it on. Now, I'll feather with the 6 too, like this. And then we'll see where we're at. Got a little more here, a little bit more on right here, a little bit like that. Take the 10 now, wet up the edge like that. Come right here, and we pull it. And then I'll come with the 6 a little bit here, and just go around the outlet. Sweep it off. I don't care about the marks. I don't care about the bumps because it's going to get sanded. So don't be too picky with, you know, with that. Now, in this situation here, a little uneven. This side's a little low. Right down there, a little low, a little high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up like that a little bit. And I'm going to fill up the low side a little bit with that. Take a little bit like that, just to get a little bit more full. And then we're gonna leave it. With this taping, getting off the floor is getting harder and harder at this age, my God. But anyway, with this taping, it's, the more you touch it, the more you screw it up. So don't keep touching it to try to make it look perfect. Get the mud on there. You know, you're always going to have leave-off marks, and you're always going to have, spots where the knife has to leave the wall. So you're going to leave, which in the trades we call a banana. But it's a leave-off mark. So your knife has got to leave the wall somewhere, you know. So don't worry about that. When it dries, you can fill it in, you can scrape it off, whatever. You're going to sand it. Don't get too caught up with going over it. The more you touch it, the more you're going to screw it up. Simple as that. Coat it, skim it, knead it, let it dry, come back. Remember, it's many light coats, each coat wider than the next. And you're just filling it in, filling it in, filling it in. That's all. You're not going to get it all done in one coat unless you're mixing plaster and it dries in like 30 seconds. And then you put another coat on. But regular taping, got to let things dry. Okay? Simple as that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.